Hello and welcome to Sit and Tray DIY. Today I'll be showing you how I built my own DIY home office desk. The first step in building this desk is getting what you need. We can start by going through what tools you'll need. You'll need either a table saw or a circular saw, or you can use a miter saw. You'll need a pocket hole jig, a drill, wood clamps and a corner clamp, a dowel jig and dowels. Then once you have your tools, you can get together your materials. You'll need 5 2x4s, 1 2x2, and 1 1x2. You can also get an LED light strip, but that's optional. You'll need a 1x60 by 24 inch board for a tabletop. You'll need wood glue, spray paint, or you can use wood stain and brushes. The next step is cutting all of your dimensional lumber. Depending on if you have a table saw, a circular saw, or a miter saw, you should set up your workstation so that you can get nice even cuts. If you're using a table saw, I would suggest a guide. If you're using a miter saw, I suggest a stop. If you have neither, you can still use a circular saw and a tape measure. You're going to start your cuts with your 2x4s. They should be about 8 feet long. For my desk, I decided to cut 7 32-inch pieces, 9 18-inch pieces, and 1 14-inch piece. However, that made my desk extremely tall. I would suggest, if you do not want your desk as tall as mine, to use 6 28-inch and 1 32-inch piece. Then you'll cut the 2x2 into 2 or 3 32-inch pieces. I only use 2 in my desk, but I'll show you later how you could use 3. Then you'll cut the 1x2 into 8 14-inch pieces. And lastly, for the tabletop, I used 2 1x12 6-foot long boards. Those I only had to cut down to 5 feet. Step 3 is to assemble the legs. You're going to need 2 32 or 28-inch 2x4 cuts and 3 18-inch cuts. Attach the shorter pieces as shown here. The red line is the middle point. I created a simple brace to support my pocket hole jig. This is a simple solution if you don't have a full pocket hole jig. I use the pocket holes to assemble the legs. For the bottom 2 braces, make sure that the pocket holes are facing down so they aren't shown from the top side. Then proceed to make 3 legs of the same length and height. Step 4 is to assemble the frame. You'll need 2 32-inch 2x2s and 1 32-inch 2x4. These will be used to attach 2 legs. The 2x2 should be flush with the outside of the legs, and the 2x4 should be 9 inches from one edge. The 2x2s can only have 1 pocket hole also, so don't forget the wood glue. I let mine set overnight. Step 5 is to add the shelves. You'll need 6 14-inch 1x2s, 1 14-inch 2x4, and 2 18-inch 2x4s. The 1x2 should be set flush to the outside of the leg, the 14-inch 2x4 should be bracing the top, and the 18-inch 2x4 should be bracing the middle shelves. The attachment height should match what you did earlier with the legs. I had to assemble everything on the floor, but it would be much easier with the table. You also may need a mallet to move some of the pieces into place. Step 6 is to add the shelf tops. a 1/2 inch thick particle board cut into 13 3/4 by 21 inches. Sit the boards on the shelves we already built into the frames. You can secure them down with either nails or glue, but that's optional. Step 7 is to make the tabletop. You're going to need 2 boards that are 1 inch thick and 12 by either 5 or 6 feet long. Or you can use one board that is 24 by 5 or 6 feet long. I decided to use dowels to connect my 2 boards, but you could still use the pocket holes if your wood is thick enough. I would not suggest using dowels unless you have a dowel jig. Once your boards are connected or you have a singular board, I would cut it down to 5 feet or 60 inches long. Step 8 is to paint. I decided to use spray paint, but you can use regular paint or stain. For the frame I decided to go with the black, and for the tabletop I decided to just use a clear coat. And the last step is step 9, which is to customize your desk. Don't forget to wrap the LED strip around both the edge and one additional layer underneath to help bounce off the wall. I also attached the LED antenna and a power strip to the back of my desk to help with cable management. And now we can take a look again at the finished product. I was able to do all this with 17 items for just $95. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.